Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's going to be Signs. Oh yes, this is going to be totally awesome because I've been looking forward to this review. Nostalgia Critic reviewing Signs is going to be totally awesome because I absolutely love the movie Signs. I've watched it perhaps 15 to 20 times. I mean, it's absolutely awesome. Now, not a lot, everyone enjoys Signs. I know quite a lot of people go, oh, it's a Lord Shalamar movie, whatever the hell you pronounce his name. Yeah, a lot of people hate, his movies. Some are good, some are just absolutely god-awful terrible. But Signs is a really good movie for me. I really did enjoy it, even though it didn't really make sense. I had a lot of questions, but that's what you do with a Shalamar movie, whatever the hell you pronounce his name. The aliens are afraid of water. Spoiler alert. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense considering the planet is made of like what 70-80% water. So yeah, it just boggles the mind why an alien race would invade a civilization when 70% of the earth is toxic to them. It just doesn't make sense. But still, it's a Shyamalan movie, whatever the hell you pronounce his name, and, it's not a Wikipedia. His movies don't really have much of an explanation. You just go with the flow. Yeah, Lord Shalaman. I call him Lord Shalaman, because reminds me of Lord of the Rings, Lord Solomon. I don't know why. Let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go.
Hello, I'm a nostalgia.
Is it Shalaman or
remember
is
it,
it?
so you don't have to.
Shyamalan.
Or M. Night Shyamalan.
Shyamalan. There we go.
And I mean
Night
that.
Shyamalan.
Here's a guy who peaked far too early. Was built up as one of the great directors after
Great
only
movie.
doing a few films.
Good movie.
And obviously had
The Village,
way
meh.
too many ideas that weren't thought out enough and
Happening.
kept getting greenlighted.
Oh yeah.
However, as M. Night Shyamalan likes to say,
It's like it was meant to be.
but everyone has the same question. When did the slippery slope of assness begin? Some say it was with The Village. Others say it was with The Happening. But for me, I think it all goes back to the invasion of the plot holes, Signs.
Science is awesome. Come on, look, just that music just pumps you up.
Yeah, I know the movie was a big hit when it came out. Yeah, I know the critics liked it. Yeah, I know the magazines were calling Shyamalan the next Spielberg after it premiered. Yeah,
No.
seriously, the next Spielberg. You call
I
that
don't think
one
he's the
Newsweek.
next Spielberg.
Yeah, I know a ton of people did and still really, really enjoy this film. But you don't know any better. You don't. You think that... No, you don't know any better, okay? It's not well written, it's not well directed, it's not well acted, it's not well, okay? So let me enlighten you as to why this film is not well.
Okay.
This is Signs.
All right, let's see what you have to
We
say
open with
about it.
Mel Gibson when his name was proud to be placed above the title as opposed to being shamefully shoved into the "and" category. As he
Damn.
wakes up to the sound of his daughter screaming.
I don't care what people say. Mel Gibson's awesome.
His brother, played by Joaquin Phoenix, also goes out to check the
He's
trouble.
awesome as well, Phoenix.
Oh, where's Morgan? Oh,
Are you in my dream too?
Morgan, what's happening?
Dogs are barking. Woke us up.
Ah, yes. See that bland, non-expressive dead face that only a Culkin can give you? Get used to that, folks. There's a lot of it in the rest of this movie.
That's my face. A dead, cold stare of reaction.
So they see that there are crop circles in the middle of their fields. Wait, why did that warrant the little girl going, ah? Does
Yeah,
stomped
true.
corn really frighten her that much?
Who knows? We're all afraid of something.
And okay, directing 101, it usually helps if you tell us the name of the place before you give us 5 minutes of a scene.
True.
It's like an alien suddenly saying,
That was space. That was spaceship. We're in space, yeah. They could have been underground for all we know.
Peed. I think he's sick.
Why don't you take him outside? I'll call Dr. Crawford.
He doesn't treat animals.
And he'll know what to do.
yeah, come on, dog anatomy is pretty close to human anatomy, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, not
that was
really.
quick, Caroline. I only called you folks 2 hours ago.
Old Mrs. Kendallman twisted her ankle, as she puts it, diving for her life when a bunch of school kids rode down the sidewalk on skateboards.
Yeah.
She went down to Thornton's store this morning and started spitting on the new skateboards. Spitting. By the time I got there, Mrs. Kindleman had sprayed the whole damn place.
Forgive me. What I'm doing
Jesus.
is called Tarantinoing, where you talk about something that has nothing to do with the rest of the story, but is kind of funny and a little quirky. It was very avant-garde in its day and used to develop some strong character traits, but now it's just used as a cheap gimmick for pretentious screenwriters to draw a ton of attention to
I've
their
seen it
writing
before.
style as
I don't know
opposed
where.
to serving the plot. By the way, I'm mostly pointless in this. I don't even draw my gun in this movie. Aliens attacking and I never draw my gun. That is ass shit.
Pretty sure I've seen her in another film or something.
A little funny.
Oh, Jesus. Ease up, boy.
Houdini?
Houdini.
Bo, don't run. What's wrong, boy? Stop it, Houdini.
Careful, dog. You might get that Culkin to slightly open his eyes a little. Don't even get me started on the possibilities of emoting.
Some animals around the county have been acting funny. And some of them violent.
Okay.
Is it a virus?
I don't think so, Father.
Oh, boy.
Caroline? Please stop calling me father.
What's wrong?
I don't hear my children.
I think you missed a line.
No, if you don't hear your children, then it does make sense,
here we
because
go.
you gotta run after
Mel
them.
Gibson turns as if something is wrong. As he says the line, I think something is wrong, which gives the
Kids are
cop
noisy, and
reason
if you
to
don't hear
ask,
your kids, then
what's wrong?
that's what's going on, because kids are noisy.
Seriously, directing 101, right?
Fell on me. You wanted to kill Bo.
So, wait a minute. A crop circle gets the girl going, ah! But when a dog tries to attack her, she sits calmly with her legs folded? And for that
Probably got
matter,
PTSD,
Gibson caught
probably
the
shock.
absence of his kids whispering in the distance, yet the stabbing of a violent animal somehow didn't catch his ear? He can pick up... but he can't pick up...
Oh,
Talk
yeah.
about selective hearing!
True.
Maybe it's the fact that there's so much goddamn low-level whispering in this movie that the actual absence of it seems legitimately startling.
It was like it was meant to be.
Oh,
That
God,
night,
it was
Gibson
like
is
it was
woken
meant
up
to
by
be.
another disturbance. Maybe he can't hear the crickets chirping.
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Okay. Ooh, that's
God,
creepy
it's
as
Black
fuck.
Suit Spider-Man. Stop him before he
Black
does a
Suit
tap dance
Spider-Man.
routine.
Both go
That
outside.
dance. Hey, that Spider-Man dancing was awesome.
We act crazy.
Not the Mary Jane bit, but when he buys a new suit.
On the other side.
Explain that crazy.
Oh, I don't know, something like this.
You should just fucking smile and blow me!
Wow. I've heard these.
This is garbage
He was
spilled over,
stressed
but then
out. He's
somehow
burnt
Black
out.
Suit
You can't
Spider-Man
blame
got
him
to the
for
roof
that.
again.
He was losing everything. I feel sorry for Mel Gibson because he had a breakdown, honestly.
Yeah, so,
Alien report. Stepped on roof and swung on swing. Very confusing mission accomplished. Will now go to Arkansas to put toast in toaster and slide down slide.
They call the cop in the morning and we partake in yet another favorite of Shyamalan's, the pointless pan across.
So how are you, Meryl?
The sound effect.
How was work at the gas station?
Stimulating.
I never got a chance to
That's
tell
sound
you, but
effect.
Now, here's the thing with these kind of shots. These can work if they're trying to get across an uncomfortable mood or unworldly environment. But through most of the movie, we're in everyday farmland, which obviously isn't that scary, and these shots are done during non-suspenseful moments. So once again, it just serves to shove the style in our faces as opposed to actually get us engrossed in the situation. But don't worry, there's still plenty of needlessly slow dialogue to suck you back in.
Come
how
on.
certain are you that this was a male?
Oh, I don't know any girls who could run like that.
I don't know, Meryl. I've seen some of those women on the Olympics. They can run like the wind.
This guy got on our roof in like a second. Our roof is 10 feet high.
They
Pogo
have
stick?
women's high jumping in the Olympics. They got these Scandinavian women who can jump clean over me.
Okay, we're sexist dicks who don't watch the Olympics. Will you arrest something? Oh, hey, aliens. Didn't think we'd see those in this
Finally,
movie.
aliens.
Science first emerged in the late 70s with renewed interest in extraterrestrial life. They died out by the early 80s, dismissed as hoaxes. This new resurgence is wholly different. The speed and the quantity in which it has appeared implies the coordination of hundreds of individuals over many countries.
Could be a national prank.
This is one of the most elaborate hoaxes ever created.
Yep.
Or basically, it's for real.
That's right. People years ago did crop circles as an elaborate hoax to convince people that
Yeah.
aliens were real. But, in a friggin' unbelievable coincidence, the real aliens had the exact same way of communicating as those hoaxes.
Yep.
What are the fucking odds?
It's like it
I
was
know.
meant to be.
The next day, they all go into town to run some errands, and we figure out through poor exposition that Gibson used to be a reverend.
Yep.
Right after another pointless pan shot.
Stop playing that music effect. Makes it worse.
Morgan Hess. And it's not father anymore.
We also get some amazingly hokey acting from this general guy. After, you guessed it,
I've had two separate folks tell me there've been strangers around these parts last couple nights. Can't tell what they look like, because they're staying in the shadows, covert-like. Nobody's been hurt, mind you, and that's the giveaway. It's a military procedure. You send out a reconnaissance group, very small, check things out. Not to engage, but to evaluate the situation, evaluate the level of danger.
no,
Okay.
I don't really talk this way. I'm just auditioning for a Twilight Zone episode.
I was getting sucked into that as well.
That's the getaway.
Make sure things are all clear
Here for what?
Yeah, who talks like that? But still, it's awesome.
for the rest of them.
What are you, sucking on your mom's teat? Close your lips, you weirdo!
Oh,
Disney's Hall of Presidents is more natural than you!
Shit, I know you. You're Merrill Hess. I was there the day you hit that 507-footer over the left field wall. Set the record. Man, that thing had a motor on it. Still the record, right?
Got the bat at home.
Why aren't you in the pros making stacks of cash and getting your toes licked by beautiful women?
That's a good question.
Can we get the camera off this guy? He's weeding me out!
Toes
I think
licking.
he's the alien in this
I think that's a
movie.
fetish. A lot of people
He has
like
the
getting their
minor league
toes
strikeout
licked. That's
record.
fucking gross. Oh.
Well, Lionel.
Merrill's a Class A screw-up. He would just swing that bat as hard as he could every time. Didn't matter what the coaches said. Didn't matter who was on base. He would just whip that back through the air as hard as he could.
Thanks, person who clearly has a connection to Joaquin Phoenix, though we don't know what it is and we will never see again. I will not miss you.
It's like it was meant to be.
They meet for lunch in a restaurant when we come across another staple of M. Night Shyamalan, M. Night Shyamalan. He
Yep,
plays the
he's
man
in
who
this movie.
accidentally ran over Gibson's wife. Hence the reason Gibson lost his faith. But that's brushed aside for another scene where he hears some noise in his crops again. You know, for a guy who apparently owns all these fields, we never see him do any farm work.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm
You
gonna
never see
report
them do
this or
farm
anything
work.
you do to my crops, to the news or TV or anybody.
Oh, that's creepy. These clickety noises. Ooh, creepy.
Oh my god, he's being invaded by Kermit the Frog.
I
Kermit.
understand you haven't subscribed to the Muppet YouTube channel yet. Don't make me shove the rainbow connection up your ass.
That'd be creepy though if he was in the crops and saw a leg.
It's
That'd
not
be fucking
easy
creepy as
being
shit.
dead.
Fight
My
or
dad,
flight.
you look so dramatic. I never see you like this.
Let's turn on the TV.
They decide to finally turn on the TV and see that the aliens are indeed landing. Or just hovering around in the skies for a bit. Why nobody approaches them or takes them down is anybody's guess.
My ballet recital.
Listen, Bo. This is very important. Everything people have written about in science books is going to change. The history of the world's future is on the TV right now. We need to record this so you can show your children this tape and say you were there.
Okay.
For your children, Bo.
What kid talks like this?
Yeah, that's some
It's like
deep.
a fucking 8-year-old version of Morpheus.
You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life.
Yeah, this
There's
guy's
something
the
wrong
next
with the world.
fucking
You don't know what it
Morpheus.
is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind. Driving
Fucking
you.
Matrix.
It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
Whoa. Yeah, whoa.
This image has not been adjusted or enhanced in any way. What you're seeing is real.
I think this actually really happened. Not there was lights hovering over a city. I can't remember.
So we're in a world where the children talk like adults and the adults talk like children. Let's hear some more of that jolting, unrealistic talk,
and they couldn't
shall we?
identify what it
So
was
there are
coming
two
from.
reasons why extraterrestrials
Something like
visit
that.
us. To make
You'll know what
contact
I'll
in
be
the
talking
spirit of
about.
exploration and furthering the knowledge of the universe. Or the other reason, they're hostile.
Well, if mankind is as emotionally dead as you are, I don't think they'll learn much from us.
The aliens.
Oh, well, these credible kindergarten drawings will certainly convey the seriousness of the book's intent. Oh, and there's also a drawing of their house on fire in the book with 3 dead people that look like them outside.
Wow.
God, this obviously means... Wait, no, what does this mean? The author knows they're going to die, he met them before and did an illustration of them. Quick, a distraction before you think about it too much! Ah, that'll do the trick. Let's see what my tea is up to here.
Oh, come on, stop with the sound effects.
Never fallen asleep driving before. It had to be at that right moment. That 10-15 seconds when I passed her walking. It was like it was meant to be.
Oh, not a nice thing to
I
say.
know that's not the best thing for a murderer to tell a murder victim's
Yeah,
husband,
not the
but
best thing to say.
what can I say? I'm a bad writer.
This place is marked in crops and such. None of them are really near water. I don't think they like water.
Did you see something, Ray?
They don't
I'm
like
truly
water.
sorry for what I've done to you and yours. Don't open my pantry, Father. I found one of them in there and locked him in.
With a stash of porn. Lots and lots of porn in the
Let's try
pantry.
this conversation again. You start with, holy shit, I got an alien in my house! Call the cops! Call the FBI! Call the news! The world deserves to know! Then you move on to, oh, by the way, I'm sorry I hit your wife like I was playing a game of Crazy Taxi. This would be closer to a typical human reaction.
Yeah.
Something Shyamalan, like the aliens, knows very little about.
Hello?
Gibson goes in to try and sneak a peek, but these giant aliens somehow slip their teeny tiny hands through the bottom of a door and try to attack him.
Damn,
Go
just
with
grabbed the
God,
knife.
motherfucker.
Oh.
And a good manicurist.
Rather than call the police because, fuck, that's what anyone not in a Shyamalan film would do, he goes home and sees everybody continues to watch TV.
This video was taken yesterday afternoon at his son's 7th birthday in the city of Passo Fundo, Brazil. All initial opinions are this is genuine. What you're about to see may disturb you.
Oh boy, there's a lot of build-up for this. I can't wait to see the incredibly scary and, of course, original design of this thing.
Yo, damn. It is pretty creepy if you saw that.
I've ever seen in every other movie!
It's like a green broccoli.
I'm changing the channel!
Come on. Oh boy. If you saw that, that would be pretty fucking scary. Come on.
Ground forces have been assembled in countries throughout the globe.
But it could be a costume, you know, if it was done
Hundreds
today.
of thousands have
You would go,
flocked to
yeah, it's fake,
temples,
it's a costume.
synagogues, and churches. God be with us all.
Oh yeah.
Good job to the newscasters for not spreading panic or alarm.
Yeah,
When have you
keep it
ever heard
calm.
a newscaster talk like this? What kind of overly emotional, fear-driven news corporation acts like that? You knew that was coming.
They always
So the
tell you to
family
keep
decides to
calm.
hold down the fort, you know, stay in the area where they absolutely know the aliens are, and try to defend themselves.
We're going to board up every window.
The tin ass. Look at that tin ass. Oh boy.
Because they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
That doesn't make sense. They're aliens, advanced civilization.
Really, Did you read that line
And they have problems with wooden
out
doors?
loud? Did you ever read that line out loud? You couldn't have. You clearly couldn't have. I mean, you just stated that these technologically advanced aliens,
Yeah,
these
that's what I'm
creatures
saying.
that we are supposed to be afraid of,
Yeah, afraid of.
cannot get through pantry doors.
Yeah.
They can build spacecraft that can jump millions of miles across space,
Yeah.
but
They can't. They can't
they
open
can take
doors.
these exact same spacecrafts and turn them invisible so that nobody else can find them years above our technology.
Oh
But
boy.
They seem to have trouble with pantry
They're not really
they're gonna take
intelligent,
over
are
our
they?
planet, but
They seem to have trouble with pantry
they're going to wipe out all of mankind! But
They seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
you can't
That's
be this
just,
stupid!
yeah.
You can't!
That's just...
I mean, you literally just stated out loud why this movie can't work! Are you a moron? I hate to borrow from a subpar comedy, but... Take it, Scary Movie 3!
Oh, I've watched Scary Movie 3.
You see what you did,
Yeah, it's
homie?
funny.
You see what you did?
I've watched
you
that.
just made Charlie Sheen right about something! You
Oh,
did that
boy.
movie! You did it! That's how bad you've gotten! This advanced technologically holy shit fuck race of aliens! Stop! Come to a halt by a fucking pantry?
Okay, yeah. It is pretty fucking stupid in advanced civilization. And their water hurts them, so. Doors and water, I mean, come
So
on.
they board up the windows with wood because, hey, pantry doors are made out of wood. It seems to be their Achilles heel. And as you'd expect, the aliens cannot fucking get past it. Seriously, I'd give anything to see what these aliens are saying when they actually do start their attack.
Yes, hope they don't know. We have millions of light years without bringing any weapons. And whose fault is that? Bite me, frog ass. That's not Woods. God damn. Woods. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh yes, that was awesome. That's how aliens talk.
You came out, and your mama kept bleeding. So the doctors rushed you out of the room before I even had time to see you.
They're on the roof.
While they were fixing her up, all she kept asking about was you.
They're in the house.
I wanted your mama to see you first. Because she had dreamed about you her whole life. And she got feeling better. They brought you in. And they placed you in her arms. And she looked at you. And you looked at her.
It's quite
You
sweet,
just
this
stared
scene.
at each other for the longest time.
Apart from the aliens talking in the background. But
I'm your mama.
that's cool.
You look just how I dreamed.
Sort of like a sweet scene there. Oh, getting anal
So they hide in the
probed.
basement, but thank God, another door is there to protect them.
Of course. Woods.
But one of them gets the bright idea to try and grab the kid from the window, which causes him to have an asthma attack. But luckily, the father is there and manages to calm him down. After spending the night down there, yeah, they never figured out how to get through the door. They hear on the radio that apparently the aliens were defeated. And here's a big shock. They were defeated very quickly.
Yeah.
No, their tactical maneuvers were so flawless. As long as you just don't put any doors in their way, they're practically invincible.
Bring the TV in here.
Well, if they're not allowed to use that
But
technology,
you know, one
it makes
bullet
sense.
left. However,
Oh,
in a
boy.
totally forced
Swing
flashback,
away.
we see Gibson talk to his wife for the last
Come on.
time, who was pinned against a tree.
Just taking a walk before dinner.
You love walks.
Thanks for reminding her that.
Tell Norman to play games.
You love playing.
It's okay to be silly.
I will.
You love silly.
And tell Graham. Tell him to see.
You love seeing.
And tell Meryl to swing away.
Swing away.
I won't be coming home this Christmas.
Oh, come on.
Yes, at the time it didn't make sense, but now Gibson knows that the term swing away was, I swear to God I'm not kidding here, God's
Swing away.
way of telling Gibson in the future that Joaquin Phoenix is supposed to swing his bat to defeat the alien.
Swing away.
God works in mysterious ways.
Of course! Who would have possibly put together that the best way to defeat this thing was to beat the shit out of it? Nobody could have come to that conclusion. Obviously,
Yeah.
God had to kill a reverend's wife in order for somebody to figure that out.
Yeah.
It just makes perfect sense. Oh, you want to know what the big twist was in this one?
Yeah,
Apparently,
water.
the only thing that can kill the aliens is water.
I know,
Yeah,
come
it's like
on.
acid to them. One drop hurts them like crazy. Probably should have thought that through before attacking a planet mostly covered in water!
Yeah.
My God, we were afraid of these things? They have three major, easily
Water and
accessible
woods.
weaknesses. Water, wood, and blunt instruments.
Yep.
Hell, if God really wanted to get his message across, he would have had his dying wife say,
Hey, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but if aliens attack, go get a lake house.
he thinks she was crazy like he already did before. But hey, when aliens attack, that boat home is suddenly looking pretty affordable,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's pretty cool. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna be painful.
Unfortunately, the alien sprayed the kid with poison gas, but luckily his
lungs
lungs were
were
closed
closed,
due
yep.
to the asthma, so he's okay.
It's a miracle.
Someone say
Like I said, God works in
That's
mysterious
right.
ways.
The message of the story is that everything has and always will fall perfectly into place.
Yeah,
the day
everything
is
has a
saved,
reason.
everything happens for a reason, which means that his faith is restored and he goes back to being a reverend. Gotta hand it to you, God. You do work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, he
For
does,
in the
doesn't
grand
he?
plan, he took Gibson's faith away just so he could give it right back to him. So in
It's just-
reality, nothing has changed at all.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
except
guess.
there's a dead wife in the mix.
Yeah.
But still, thank you, God. Thank you for killing my beloved, just so everything could go back to exactly the way it was
Well,
before.
I guess he can
Again,
appreciate
minus
things
the
more.
loving, supporting wife.
I guess.
You so cruelly took away from me. But hey, I'm sure that was all part of your plan to keep things exactly the way they were, minus the loving, supportive wife that you took away from me. But I know in your plan you wanted everything to go this way, which is exactly how it was before. Again, minus the loving, supportive wife that you took away from me. But I know that you...
He's such a critic,
He
just
plans
losing
ahead
it.
about as much as these dumbass aliens do. Or, let's be honest here, M. Night Shyamalan does. I'm sorry, but this movie's horrible. I never got why so many people liked it. It's overly dramatic, annoyingly slow, has a real ego when it comes to its own style, and of course, any sense of logic is totally ignored. There's millions of other twists you could have done to this movie. Like, how about the aliens were trying to help people, like bring them a cure or something? Or maybe there were no aliens, it was all an elaborate hoax. That
Oh,
would have been
boy.
unexpected. Or, hell, maybe none of this was going on, and Gibson and Phoenix were just goddamn nuts.
He just
Hell,
can't
maybe
accept
the TV
it.
was never even on. I don't know, just anything is better than...
You can't accept this, can he? He's
And
just
it turns
losing
out they
it.
don't like water! Hell, you just said your twist in the first half of the movie! I don't even know if that makes it a twist! You know what's really scary about this movie? That so many goddamn people enjoyed it, and Shyamalan is still getting work because of it! I'm a nostalgia critic, I remember...
I thought it was good. I'm sorry, but it was. It's stupid, nonsensical, but it was pretty awesome. What? Oh boy, that was absolutely fucking incredible, awesome. Absolutely amazing. I love this one. Oh boy. That music is just awesome though.
So many goddamn people enjoyed it, and Shyamalan is still getting work!
Oh, even his rage, he broke his table. His rage.
Just like it was meant to be.
Oh boy. Is that the end of the video? Yeah, that's the end of the video. That was Nostalgia Critic Signs. Obviously, he cannot accept the movie the way it is. Obviously, you could tell he was just... I can understand. I mean, it is pretty stupid. I mean, an advanced civilization, alien race, being stopped over a couple of wooden doors. I mean, come on, seriously. But then, again, them not using laser weapons and all the futuristic weapons of technology, it makes sense because, you know, we would use nuclear weapons as a response, and that would devastate the planet. That would wipe out everything on the planet if we did a nuclear war on alien race. So I'm guessing the aliens are looking for resources, probably gold, I don't know, water, even though they're toxic for it. Maybe they got like a water plant or something, who knows. Yeah, maybe they're just looking for mineral resources or something like that, like oil, if there's any fucking left on this planet. We've sucked it all dry. But you know, maybe they're just trying to find new resources, and they saw our planet and they saw a bunch of apes, and they thought, hey, let's invade that planet and get all the resources from them. But yeah, oh fuck, we've got wooden doors and their planet's 80% or 70% water. You know, it really doesn't make sense. You gotta make up your own sense on this movie. I like the movie very much, even though Nostalgia Critic made some very good points. But I knew those were silly moments, and yeah, the movie is silly, but I did enjoy it. I really do. I don't know why. I just enjoy it. I can't explain why. It's just a good movie for me. It scratches an itch that I really do enjoy. You know, you're not coming to watch this movie for sense. It's not a Wikipedia. It's not gonna give you all the answers you've ever desired. There's gonna be stupid moments where you think, oh Jesus Christ. But it is pretty decent to watch. I mean, it's got Mel Gibson in it, for crying out loud. It's totally awesome. But yeah, Signs is a good movie in my books, and it's unfortunate that Nostalgia Critic just can't appreciate it for what it is. But it makes sense because he's trying to look at this like a logical point of view. It doesn't make any sense. It is stupid plot, stupid story. It does, but when you understand you're dealing with a stupid plot story, you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it. Don't take it seriously. Just enjoy it for what it is, you know, if it's a piece of crap to you or a good movie to you, whatever it is, just let it flow. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie very much, even though it didn't really make much sense. But yeah, also the scene when the TV scene when the lights are hovering over the city, I don't know if that really happened. I was reading on like the top 10 UFO sightings, and that actually happened where they had the media addressed it, and aircraft was flying to it, and one of the pilots got scared. He didn't fly because he was scared, you know, when he was flying and stuff like that. So that was very interesting. I can't remember reading all the facts and everything, so don't, you know, fact me on this. You know, I'm not an expert. I only read it really quickly. It was like a 10-minute skim, reading through it, and it was very fascinating to know all the media was involved and everyone was involved, seeing these invisible hovering lights in the sky. You know, a lot of people say it was military flares, but then again, there was imperfect formation, and you know, there was a lot of explanations. But I don't think we're ever going to get any sort of explanation. I think it was just a military aircraft gone wrong. You know, maybe someone fucked up and it was set on a course on the wrong direction. Who knows, you know. There's always government secret technology. We've probably got cloak fields by now, you know. Governments always like to keep their secrets and, you know. So I would think we would consider it alien technology, but it's not really alien technology in a way. It's probably just new technology to us, because new technology is always alien to us, you know. I'm sure if 500 years from now, if the people 500 years now looked at our technology, they'd be fucking freaking out and saying we're aliens. So technology is always evolving. I just want to note that. So I don't really sort of believe the alien. I do believe in aliens, but I don't. Mostly I think 90% of it is just military experiments and governments and black ops corporations and all that crap. Yeah, but I have no idea how the fuck we went from talking to military UFOs to talking about the movie. How the fuck did we get here? But yeah, this is Science Nostalgia Critic. It was totally awesome. Really good. If you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.